If you're watching this right now and you're relying only on one source of income, then you need to watch this video, because what I'm going to share with you is just going to change your perspective in terms of how you're going to plan for your financial security. My name is Daniel, and I'm the founder of Born Poor Die Rich. Our mission is to help to educate people to create passive income through property so that they have more time freedom to pursue their passions in life, whatever it may be. And in today's episode, I'm starting this new series, The Rules of Wealth. A lot of people know that I've been investing in property, but a huge part of what makes us successful as investors is also really about our mindset, what is in here. So I decided to do this series to share with you what are some things that a lot of people may not be aware of that is in their subconscious. It's almost like under the iceberg that people may not be aware is shaping their thoughts, their beliefs, and the actions, or perhaps even the inaction that they are living with. And the cost of this is literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars over the cost of your lifetime, over the next 5 or 10 years. Because if you don't have the right mindset, even though if the opportunity is right in front of you, you will not be able to see that. And today we want to talk about this idea of creating multiple sources of income. And if you haven't heard this before, it is especially relevant in these times, because in times like COVID, all right, in times when the economy is challenging, and this is not just for individuals working in jobs, but even as business owners, all right, we see a lot of those in retail. Some of my favorite restaurants are starting to close down. I'm really sad about that. And I wonder if these business owners or individuals started to think about creating multiple streams of income, they wouldn't just be reliant on one source, such that, if something happens, if somebody gets a pay cut, or they get retrenched or furlough, or your industry in particular gets hit, then you at least have other sources of income that is funding your lifestyle. I want to share with you this quote by Warren Buffett, right? And he says this: never depend on a single source of income, right? And this is especially true if it is employment income, meaning it's income from a job. And I know many of us subscribers in this channel, you are professionals in your own field. You could be lawyers, doctors, educators, you might love your job, or you don't mind continuing doing your work. And that's great. I'm not saying invest in property and quit your job. That's not what I'm saying. Continue working, because you've invested many years, right, at school or even in your career to be good at what you're doing. That's a great source of income. It's about then thinking of diversifying it into multiple streams. If you haven't already read this book, it's called The Multiple Streams of Income. It's by Robert Allen, How to Generate a Lifetime of Unlimited Wealth. So that is a fantastic, fantastic book to go to get your hands on and read if you haven't already. Please do that. A lot of people, they're looking for quick wins, and even a video like this, which I'm putting out for free on the channel, amazing advice in my opinion, because it has shaped my life, shaped my beliefs, which has helped me to be successful today. So if you haven't already read the book, make sure you get your hands on that, read that. Leave your comments below if you have already read the book and what are some lessons you have gained from that. And as you know, I'm really passionate about property, and the different properties that I own form multiple streams of income, such that if one property is not filled, for example, whatever reason, the tenant moves out and we're filling them in, another tenant coming in, there are other properties that are still generating that source of passive income from me, right? So we're not reliant just on one tenant per se. There are multiple different strategies, even in property investing. You could be renting out to a family, you could be renting out to students, you could be renting out to professionals, you could be renting out on the corporate lets. And a big area that I'm passionate about is social housing, where we rent out to vulnerable tenants. It could be people who are homeless, asylum seekers, and even single mothers, for example. You might be wondering, hey, where are these people going to get money from to pay you rent? By extension, the government funds the social enterprises, and they then pay us the rent. So regardless of whether there are tenants in there, I'm going to get paid my rent. I mean, friends, if your landlord by extension is the government, is that good? Yes, absolutely, because they're going to pay you on time. They're going to take care of the property for you as well. Check out this video in the corner here on social housing, where I spoke to two other investors in the UK who are operating in that strategy. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you learned something, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Remember to read the book, and I'll see you in the next video.